Got condoms?
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Look at my baby, she perfect. And the party, she making me nervous. Look at your body, curving. Sure, whatever you doing is working. Sexy.
Man, sit your ass down.
What up, cool nerds? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we're gonna be looking at my own YouTube comments made by y'all. And I was looking at some of my more recent videos, and I don't get too many weird comments. Every once in a while, I get one here and there, but not too many. So I'm like, let me start over and let me go back to my first videos and see what people were saying back then. Trash! And back in the day, my videos were a lot more unhinged. My comments were a lot more unhinged too. I only went family friendly because of YouTube guidelines. If that wasn't the case, I'd still be wilding out still. But anyways, we're gonna start reading some of these comments. I don't even know if these people are still subscribed to my channel. Some of these comments are unhinged, some of them are cringy, some of them are really funny, right? But we're gonna read some of these, and y'all, if y'all want a part 2, get this to 1,000 likes and I'll do a part 2. Y'all already know what to do. Smack that like button, sub and notifications on, let's get it. So the first few comments are gonna be for more recent videos. I don't get too many weird or like mean or cringy comments that much because I'm a likable person, you know what I mean? But yeah, I had to go back into my older videos, like deep into the FreshPrinceYuup archives and look at some of these comments. Some of the comments didn't even make sense because they were attached to a Google Plus account. I don't know if y'all are old enough to like remember Google Plus, but Google Plus was like, I don't know, YouTube's like Twitter. It was trash, but like these like comments don't even make sense because we have no idea who they're responding to. But anyways, let's jump into the first one. It says, "You're taking so long, just start the video already." They also followed up with, "Just start the video." I just wanted to call this one out because our attention spans are chalk now. I don't know what's going on, but there's iPad kids and there's iPad adults. My intros are like 30 seconds to a minute and a half max, right? I just do this for like new people and kind of just to give you guys a summary of what the video is about to be about if you don't know from the title, right? And if you can't handle that, bounce.
Okay, bye.
90% of my videos are like 10 to 15 minutes or more, right? So if you can't handle a minute and a half of intro, it ain't for you. Callie Hawaiian said, "So where do we send the feet pics?" Well, in case you're trying to inquire about that, my phone number is 312. Kayla said, and this is where we get into the older, 12 years ago, it's crazy. She said, "You deleted me from Facebook. I'm from Evanston." I've known 2 Kaylas in my entire life. One I currently work with, okay? And another girl from San Francisco. I have no idea who Kayla from Evanston is. And if I deleted you, probably deserved. Gotcha, bitch. That half-shaved mustache. Yeah, you're right. My mustache don't grow in all the way. I got like a little part right here where it just doesn't grow in. And I have a natural part right here. I don't know if you can see it that well. But my mustache don't grow in all the way. I'm just happy my beard don't grow in patchy. So when I cut my hair and get lined up, it looks even worse because it's even lighter. So it looks like I just cut off half my mustache.
That's a fake mustache.
No, it's not.
Spicy ramen with extra eggs says, "Hey, by the way, spicy ramen with extra eggs, that's exactly how I order. Whoever this is, I don't know if they still subscribe. Real. You're a real one." Anyways, it says, "Seducing the ladies while doing chores." If you are a YouTube OG, you know the WAP and chores video is a classic. It's a classic. I even got permission to use the song from whoever, I don't even know who made the WAP song, but we were making a 2-minute video at like 3 in the morning, just cleaning around. Speaking of seducing the ladies while doing chores, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans. It's just gonna be me cleaning, fully clothed though, just me cleaning around the house.
Let's keep the community clean.
Your videos would be better to me if you looked at the camera instead of the corner or whatever you're looking at, not trying to be mean. So back in the day, I used to take negative comments to heart, but I used to take constructive criticism like very seriously. I want to make every video like better and better. And for me, instead of looking directly at the lens, I would look at the LCD screen that was on the side. So I'd be looking over here the whole time because the LCD, you know, it's kind of like a flip camera type thing. And I wasn't looking at the I was doing that for years and only a few people called me out, but I don't know why I was doing like that. But I thought if I could see myself, I could see like my facial expression. And it was more of a self-conscious thing because I want to make sure I look good on camera. So the whole time I'm like off to the side. And then I actually called it out in the video. I don't know what video it was, but I'm like, you know, I'm gonna start looking at the camera instead of to the side. And some people were like, "No, don't look at the camera. It's gonna be awkward." But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna look at the camera because I see other YouTubers doing it. I want to make my videos better and better.
Slow down, baby.
I dare you to go speak to Don is Wavy. I dare you to go speak to Don is Wavy. Pricks, man, he would make you drown. Don't step to the wave if you can't swim. Word to Wavy. This is in response to a dumbest tweets video, okay? And back in the day, I used to not block out people's names because my subscribers were or whatever. I wasn't like a big YouTuber, quote unquote, right? I had to start blocking people's names because people from my YouTube would go over there and bully people like, hey, you are stupid, blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, yo, don't do that. But this person was riding with Don is Wavy, whoever that is. I don't know what tweet he said or whatever. I didn't really watch the video or rewatch the video, but I'm gonna start using this line. Don't step to the wave if you can't swim. That's a bar. That is a bar. I might use that as an Instagram caption. Here we go. Yo, this if like super funky. I was lagging so hard when Teresa was spelling so bad wrong. What? LOL, good things I don't even know what I'm reading. Good things I've got an education. You're done. You're chalked. Who is this? Yo, what were they trying to say? Who's Teresa? Arthur was an aardvark? I thought he was a bear or some shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like an aardvark is not like a common animal you hear about all the time, but I feel like they state about aardvarks in Arthur all the time. I never in my like all years of living thought this man was a bear. Why your legs blacker than your face? I never heard anyone say that, but are they? Well, I guess you can't tell it with unsubscribing because you are black. So you went into my channel knowing the color of my skin, right? And then you unsubscribe because of the color of my skin? Fresh. And then they sent a little like, you know, quirky, like, you know, I'm so funny face. Innocent maybe even. I just realized you don't have the usual black guy's teeth. What is usual black guy's teeth? What does that mean? I've never heard that before. My thing is every culture, every race got messed up teeth, right? I was blessed with, you know, decent teeth. I never had braces or anything like that. But we all know how messed up like the healthcare system is in America and how it's separate from dental and bro, a lot of people couldn't afford braces. Braces are expensive. Like, and it is crazy that a lot of people couldn't afford it because of how America is. But like to say usual black guys, I ain't never heard anyone say that. I ain't never heard anyone say that about any race, to be honest. Your tweet content is great. Your commentary isn't funny. Remove you and we'll be happy. All right, y'all. Y'all, comments like this used to affect me all the time. You know, comments get you. You have to have thick skin to be a YouTuber or just present in front of people. And you know, people are going to judge you every day. People judge me still, right? And to hear comments like this, like starting out though, and when you're only getting a few comments that see like a few negative ones, that sucks, right? It sucks. But I knew I wasn't the funniest person in the world. I knew I wasn't going to like, you know, make everyone happy with my content. But I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just keep going and perfecting my practice, right? And here we are today. When did you develop Parkinson's? So one time I uploaded a video and I don't know what happened. I used to not check my videos, like kind of like go through and make sure everything's spelled okay. Like, well, I used to just upload it and hope for the best. My videos are only like 2-3 minutes back in the day. But I uploaded a video and it was tweaking. It was just percolate. I don't know what was going on, but it was glitching. And I should have checked that before. And it was too late. It was beyond the point of like where I could have re-uploaded it because it was doing well and I was getting paid for it at the time. And I was like, I don't want to lose out on this money, right? And I didn't realize I could just private the video and then re-upload it. But like my video was tripping, but this comment got me in tears. So back in the day, even now, so I make fun of everyone, right? I don't hold back against anyone. I just try to keep it more, you know, PG, family friendly, right? But I had made fun of this company called MCA, but they were basically the Forex back in the time. If you don't know what Forex is, it's these people who were basically in a Ponzi pyramid scheme type deal, right? They would promote it saying they're getting all this money. None of them were getting money. It was just the higher ups, you know, because that's how a pyramid scheme works. And I made fun of that MCA company, and this dude said something. Good video. Only thing I disliked was downing MCA. It's actually a good company and an opportunity for dedicated people to make money from home. I've been a member since July 2013, and I'm still a member/sales rep to this day. Just saying, you only make money from MCA if you're dedicated to doing it. That's what they pitch to you every time. They pitch to you, if you're dedicated, you'll make money. Bro, no. Like, you're a sales rep for a Ponzi scheme. Get out of here. His voice does not match his face. Okay, this was a big thing for me back in the day, even growing up, right? Because growing up in Chicago, you would hear, oh, he talks why do you sound like that, this and that. So I was very self-conscious about starting a YouTube channel because I didn't want to hear my voice and I didn't want people talking about me. So to hear that was like kind of like heartbreaking back in the day, you know, because I would get a lot of comments and it sucks because it was from the black community the most. Or only, really, especially because my videos got on World Star. We already know World Star is just like the projects of the internet, right? Especially back in the day. But to hear that, it hurt, right? And I'm like, dude, I hate to hear my voice when editing. You know, when you like back in the day when you would sing and then you would record your voice and you're like, damn, that's how I sound, like that type of stuff, right? Or you hear yourself on your voice, like, nah, you don't want to hear your voice. So like editing my videos, I would like cringe, like I didn't even want to upload these videos. But like now I'm like, I don't care. If I stutter, if I hear my voice, I don't care. If a booger flies on my nose, it's gonna be in the video. You look like you smoking that funny cigarette. Y'all, back in the day, everyone and their mom thought I was high in my videos. And I don't smoke. I haven't smoked anything in like 10 plus years. Last time I did it, I was in San Francisco. And I've done it probably less than 5 times in my entire life. I just wasn't for me, right? But story time, last time I did it, I was in San Francisco. You know, San Francisco is one of those places where it was just like everyone did it, right? You know, it was Haight Street, there was Dolores Park. I forgot where we were at though, but like it was like hippie town in San Francisco. So I did it at my friend's house. And I remember I was sitting in a circle with my friends and everyone looked at me like, oh my God, Devon's smoking, like blah, blah, blah. Like they were tripping because like they knew I didn't smoke. They were like cheering me on and stuff. And I remember I was crossfaded at this time. And a fight broke out in front. People were fist fighting in front. And I'm just like, I'm super high. I'm like, you know, like whatever, right? I didn't care. But anyways, we ended up leaving this party. And one thing about San Francisco, I don't know if this is still a thing, but there were prostitutes in San Francisco, okay? And I remember we were walking back to our like dorms or whatever, because this is where I went to college. And I had like coins in my pocket. And I walked across the street. I was like, y'all, watch this. And I went up to like, and these were some Hispanic like prostitutes, whatever. I said, how much can I get for this? And they tried to smack the coins out of my hand. It was literally like 35. I'm drunk and high, y'all. Don't judge me, okay? And I'm telling you, I had the most ninja reflexes ever. I grabbed the coins before she could do it, and I ran across the street like Naruto, and that's all I remember. I feel like I need to do more story times. I got wild stories. Got condoms? Fernando Hernandez. I don't know if you're still subscribed, but I gotta block you. What are you talking about? Your nose is cute. Me? This nose? Okay. Was that Gojo? Hey, back in the day, like I never really got made fun of my nose that much. I remember I got made fun of like, you know, big lips, not my nose so much, but big head, whatever, right? But I remember one time I was talking to one of my friends, and like we were all like joking. We used to roast each other, and he told me my nose looked like a Volkswagen Beetle. And I could never unsee it. All right, y'all. So for this last part, we're gonna be looking at some people that I've been compared to over the last few years. Okay. And some of these are kind of like obvious, some of them are not. And I'm not talking like compared to like as in YouTubers or whatever. I'm talking about people that I look like. And we're gonna rapid fire through all these. Y'all just need to see some of these comparisons. Thought he was Chris Brown. You look like Chance the Rapper. Good vids, man. D Rose, you look like Chris Brown in the thumbnail. Am I the only one that thinks he looks like Terrence J from E! News? I don't remember Terrence J from E! News. I remember him from BET, okay? Maybe he was there first. I don't know. Anyways, he's J. Cole from the eyebrows down. I've heard that before at Universal Studios. Dude was like, what's up, J. Cole? What? You look like Kenyon Martin. Never heard that in my life. Fresh Prince Yup looked like Kevin Gates' little cousin, Kevin Fentz. You look like Mike Epps a bit. Method Man, what up? I hear that all the time, especially when I get my beard. Why you look like Bow Wow in this video? And that was probably the most common comparison back in the day. Tell me Fresh Prince don't look like G Herbo mixed with Bow Wow. The black guy with the hat looks like Will Smith Fish from Shark Tale. Okay. Bow Wow got jokes. Chance the YouTuber. Dude, you look like Method Man and Bow Wow had a love child. Love you though. Keep going. You're going to be big. Thanks. Yo, he looked like Fetty Rap. Not Fetty Wap, Fetty Rap. Okay. Are you my son?
Are all nerds as good as you?